Jazzcast Pros.
How you doing?
Howdy. Here we are again, hey?
This is episode 12.
It's madness.
I feel like it's a massive milestone for us.
It's huge. We got over that episode 8 hump that everybody talks about.
Yep.
And here we are at 12. Somehow we have managed to do what we thought was the unthinkable.
I didn't even think about it. We just kind of put one foot in front of the other and just kept doing it. We're still friends and talking to each other, so that's bloody good. For sure. But for today, we are doing a little bit of a revisit on some of our clients that we've done the podcast recorded healings. So, yeah, enjoy a bit of a Where Are They Now episode.
I still think we need a drum roll.
Brrr. There you go.
Thank you.
Welcome to The Spiritual Shortcut, the podcast to help you realize that you are in fact your own healer and that you can learn to release the invisible anchors that might have been holding you back. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Kristy.
And we'll be your guides on this journey.
We've used our deep intuitive connection and shamanic practices to help people just like you.
Where are they now?
Yeah, like a game show. I should be wearing sequins, I think. Better than a paper dress, right?
Oh, please.
I love that paper dress analogy.
No, you are the one that keeps bringing it up.
I really do.
It just happened and I was like, oh, shit.
I know, right? Because when you said it, what I didn't say on the recording was Amanda literally owns a hat made from paper.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You've got a whole wardrobe coming.
That's right. And the boys are funny because it's in my car and there are two hats. One is not made from paper and they will say, oh, don't wear that hat today, Mum, if it's going to rain.
So silly.
I have to be so careful. And the thing is white. What was I thinking?
I don't know.
It was like $15. That's why I needed a hat. I was in Byron Bay. And it was hot and sunny and I needed a hat and that was there and it was $15, so I bought it.
So back to Where Are They Now? Welcome to the podcast. Yeah, so the purpose of today is that we are going to check in and reflect on those individuals that we've done big healing work with.
So Belle is so awesome.
Yes.
She sat in front of us and her original issue that she wanted addressed was that she was completely stuck with her shamanic studies and had stopped doing the case studies that she had to do in order to ready herself. Well, she was mid-mentorship, wasn't she?
Yeah. And
she was doing case studies and she had gotten to the point, I think one of the things that she said was she had been making appointments and cancelling them last minute because she was feeling sick and headachy and couldn't do it. And all this stuff was just coming up for her and she didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah. Self-sabotage 101. That's what it was, right?
It was.
All right. So let's cut to where is she now?
She's in England.
And she has been overseas and traveling abroad for
weeks, couple of months, easy. Yeah.
A wonderful time.
Mm-hmm.
So we did reach out to Belle and the second sentence is literally, I completed my shamanic practitioner training and passed my final assessment.
I remember in that group seeing our teacher's post saying, congratulations, Belle, you did your exam, you passed, you're a shamanic practitioner. And I was like, yes, yes. I think I probably rang you or tagged you or something and was like,
yeah.
Look.
Yeah, it happened. So cool, hey. So, yeah, and then 2 weeks after that, I jumped on a plane to the UK and I'm still here. So she really has celebrated in style, right?
Mm.
What I wanted to read out, which is why I've got the email here in front of me.
I love this bit too.
Yeah, is this. Okay. I have been very triggered by certain events and people whilst I've been here and on my tours, but I've looked for the teachings in all of it. And I've felt I've learned some big lessons about myself. I've noticed big time how people mirror things that you don't like about yourself. So then you have a choice. You can either make changes in your own behavior and grow, or just go on disliking everyone that triggers you. I've chosen to grow and become the observer, watching and learning and accepting.
Energetically, it's two different people, isn't it, that can go from, holy shit, I've studied and trained and done all of the workshops and everything to get me to the point of being on the mentorship. Like, you have to work really hard.
That is not an easy...
Yeah, we've both done that exact same course.
Yeah.
And training and the mentorship, the whole lot. So we know exactly what she's gone through. And to get there, and then suddenly she's like, nope, I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And all the stories that she would have had in her head and that we know she had in her head, and then to turn around and be like, well, I've done all that training, I've done my exam, I've sat in front of the sometimes kind of scary dude that runs those exams. He's a force.
We love you, Mark.
Oh, we do.
Yep.
But yeah, he is a force. So, it's a big deal. And we're all the better for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, totally.
And then to be able to sit there and be like, it's just a reflection. This is just a mirror. I am able to rise above it and step away and observe, and so different.
Yeah. She ends the email with, thank you again, ladies, for this beautiful healing session that was the catalyst for all of this change within me. Amazing, hey?
Yeah.
And I always, like, every time I catch up with a client and hear, wherever it is, obviously it is the individual, but it is pretty cool to be something or someone, or, even just a witness in this massive catalyst shift. It's like a butterfly that has just come out of the cocoon. It's so cool, hey?
Yeah, that's it. And it becomes part of the wave. We're getting to a tipping point with all the people on the planet that are having these awakenings and these shifts. And the more people that can let go of that negativity about self and step into, it's rising above. It is raising your own consciousness. And I had a teacher a couple of years ago that would constantly say this. She was super, super mainstream, and it was coaching that I did with her. And yet she would be like, I get these women, they come in here and they say that they want to raise the consciousness of the planet. And the best way that you can do that is by raising your own, adding to the flood.
Yeah.
And that's as simple as that. And that's really what she's doing. Because that's going to ripple out. How are those people that she's dealing with now affected differently to how they would have been if they'd been into contact with her the way she was before?
Well, and that's it, isn't it? Like, you do the work for yourself as an individual to reflect that out to everyone that you're connected with, and the engagements that you then have, and the way that you essentially bump up against each other is how you bump up against yourself. It's that level of, well, it's mastery level stuff, isn't it? When you can instantly shift to, when you're at the deli in Woolies, how often have you gone, oh my God, like, that person was just so rude. They must be having a bad day. Or, who the hell is she to speak to me like this? And then go, wait a second. Hang on a second. First of all, it's not personal. Second of all, what's this reflecting back to me? Like, what aspect of myself do I need to look at? Like, this is monk on a mountaintop kind of territory, because it's like, it's essentially what we get trained out of in this 3D experience. Amazing.
Yeah. But then there's also that aspect that, in a lot of ways, sitting on the mountaintop or in the cave.
Oh, so much easier, guys.
Oh my God, right?
It's like,
I wish.
Oh,
You go on the
wow.
retreats and you immerse yourself in that, and then you get home. Oh, everything is a trigger sent to try you.
Yeah. And I do remember that first half of the training and then coming home and then witnessing that, but then the reflection of coming home after that second lot of training, even when I hadn't integrated it all, and it was like a polar opposite kind of experience for me. And I can see now what came up, with some hindsight. And again, what you're saying, it'll all come up. It'll all be in your face. It's like, oh my God, so tricky,
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. So whilst you have been chatting, I have also gone in and found the reply email from beautiful Duygu.
Ah, so she was having specifically issues with her family related to the relationship her kids had been sucked into, in a way. Like she was finding and struggling with the feeling that, whether consciously or not, the children were being used by her ex's family in an inappropriate way emotionally, and she didn't know what to do about it.
Yeah. So what's actually happened since then has been quite profound, hasn't it? Because she was really in the eye of the storm. And honestly, like, just looking at this email again, she says, I knew something big was sitting there before we had our session, but I didn't realize how deeply tangled in it I was until everything started unraveling after the session. It triggered a cascade of events. Wow. And she goes on to say that essentially what she's done and what she has learned is boundaries.
This week on Elevating Enterprise, we're rolling out the red carpet for producer and director Kendrick Fox. He's partnering up with Gene Smith to build the FLX Studio, a brand new soundstage going up right across from RIT. But this episode isn't just about movies. It's about economic opportunity. It's about how your business can support major film productions. Subscribe and join us as we elevate enterprises, starting with yours.
Yeah, that's right. Which, it's super important, especially when you're in a place where you either don't realize what boundaries are or how to place them or what to do about them.
Well, it's another thing that we haven't been taught, isn't it, really? Many of us, because it's definitely not something I was role modeled in the early years, and it's not something I ever remember seeing anybody else outside of my family unit role modeling either. So it's one of those things that until you kind of encounter it, it's like, and it gets really bad, that you kind of go, hang on a second, what? Yeah.
And Duygu was in a position where she was feeling familial obligation. But she got the ick because it was inappropriate for her kids to be involved in these types of relationships. And we're not talking anything SA or anything like that, but it was just an overreach.
Yeah, it was like inappropriate roles that the children had been put in by the family to meet the needs of themselves, essentially.
Yeah, that's right. So when she had tried to speak up before her session, they had just crushed her because they were like, no, this is really important. And she's like, because she has a big heart, she wanted to make everybody happy, but she didn't have the awareness of what was actually going on and why she felt the way she did.
Yeah.
Why it was uncomfortable for her. So she wasn't able to, appropriately vocalize and put the right words around what she was wanting for the children.
Yeah. And essentially felt as though she'd been stripped of her power to do anything as a mother.
So coming out of that, one of the things that she has done has been, I am the parent, I am the guardian of these children. I get to say what I believe is best for them. And, she's able to search within her heart to make sure that she genuinely believes that. She's not just trying to make herself feel better or in more control.
Yeah.
Instead of lashing out when someone feels powerless, they can do that.
Yeah.
So she has sat in that self-empowerment space and then made decisions based on being from there.
Yeah. She goes on to say here, one big turning point was when I was feeling especially overwhelmed. I lit a candle and I just sat asking my guides for help. I asked them to help me clear my energy field. I also reached out to a friend, and she goes on to say that there really wasn't much there to clear. And she said that moment really showed me how connected I already am. I felt so much energy moving through me, and I realized how much support is already available when I ask for it. That's been a big shift. Since then, I've been calling on that connection more often, especially when I need to clear for myself or the girls. So it's still unfolding. There's a lot more to deal with, especially since I can't control what happens, outside of the home. But something has shifted in me. I feel stronger. And even though the external situation hasn't settled, I feel more aligned with my truth. The session played a huge role in opening all of this up. It didn't just surface things. It helped me start walking through them. And for that, I'm really grateful. Whoa. Mic drop, hey?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with what she's been able to do. Because, that's the kind of stuff you look back on as a parent when your kids get older and wonder about, did I do the right thing? And I wish I knew then what I know now. So she's actively taken steps to learn more about who she is and what they need.
Yeah.
What they need as children and what they need as a family, the three of them.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of us that have been through, divorce, separation, whatever, it takes a long time to understand that you are a family unit. That singular parent and the children, you actually are a family unit. You're not missing anything, nothing has been taken away. It's just like that rebalancing of the energy of the unit itself. But yeah, again, it's just a testament to doing the work. Yes, you can sit and do clearing work all you like, or you can sit in circle, or you can go and do a course, but the actual work of this expression of humanity is in the interactions with other humans and other souls. And again, it's that bumping up against things and just, how do I deal with this in a way that essentially meets my needs fully? Because if you are all just a reflection or aspects of me, that will just naturally flow on.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I know, right? So good.
Yeah. So moving on from Duygu, who's up next?
Becc. We've touched on, that was in the outro of our last episode, wasn't it? So
Becc was the financial clearing.
Yeah, she was looking for clearing her blocks around abundance and that sort of thing. So, and with Becc, I've done healing work. She was one of my case studies as well when I was doing the mentorship, but also when I was doing my coaching certification. We worked together a lot.
Long history.
Yeah. So she came in at a certain level, which, I guess you've worked with Duygu, so she came in at a certain level too. So these are not people that are fresh to the world of healing, but who is really, if you're an adult. What was different with that healing was that, one, it was the short healing that we have started doing.
Yeah, that's
speedy healings.
I love the way you say that.
Speedy healing.
Yeah. It's a hot minute though, isn't it? It's like,
it is a hot minute. I love it. Yeah. It's great. And we talked about the love letter to money. And so that little link came up. So we created that and turned it into a PDF and put it in the show notes and all that kind of stuff. So that was good fun. And then we both did it, and then she was going to be doing one for the new moon, and I haven't actually heard from her yet, so I'm going to have to follow that up. So And I think like a few people that we've been talking to lately, there's been this shift in, I suppose, perspective, because it's been about learning to receive instead of trying to force getting stuff.
Yeah.
It's a nuanced difference, isn't it?
Oh, it sounds so easy. Like, I'll just receive. And it's like, holy moly. Like, when you actually start feeling that in your body, you know? And I don't know how it comes up for you, but for me, it's just this incredible physical pressure along the back side of my body. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, it takes a level of discernment to figure out, oh, this isn't me being backed into a corner. This is me having to step into trusting enough that I'm receiving something better than what I have received before.
Yeah, that's the stuff that's been coming up for me this week with, that I'm house hunting. So
yes,
it's been a ride. And we actually speak to that in another episode that we recorded yesterday with another guest. So I won't go into it so much. But yeah, it's, and more happened even since then. So it's been interesting. And it's been this balance of, okay, what I think I want isn't coming to fruition. So I must be about to get something really amazing, because if I can truly trust that the universe, my higher self, has my best interest at heart, then that really awesome house that I thought that I wanted and didn't get is not right for me. So the next thing I'm actually going to get is going to be mind-blowing. Like, it's going to be so good.
That differentiation between thinking and knowing.
And just trusting that it's all about there being something better.
Yeah, it's always better.
Like, I messaged a friend about it and she's like, oh, did you get that? How was the blue house we've been calling it? Everyone knows about the blue house and I didn't get it. So she's like, did you get the blue house? I'm like, no, I didn't. She's like, so there's something even better for you out there somewhere waiting to come in? I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
Instead of going into lack, like, oh, we missed out and oh no, it's that, about face on that to holy moly, like how much excitement am I now holding for the fact that something more betterer than that.
And the fact that I'm surrounding myself with people now who don't go into that lack and scarcity of, oh no, I'm so sorry you didn't get it. The first reaction and response that she had was, so there's something even better.
Very cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So where to from here then? Owen.
Quickly?
Yeah. Owen has been incredibly busy since our healing. When I spoke to him last, because I've run into him a couple of times, he's had all of these incredible new ideas come to fruition. He's actually building an app. He's building I don't know what to call it, like a little trailer that doubles as a podcast studio.
Really? That's so cool. You didn't tell me about that.
Yeah, and he is also then looking at starting his own podcast. So it's like the interaction that you and I had with him and the guides was enough to get him out of that little tiny bit of stagnancy that he was experiencing that was then being magnified in his life through questioning. Yeah, total rut, that like treading water kind of energy into look at all this stuff. And he's got some other things going on with work and stuff, which I won't go into.
He's a total watch this space.
Yeah, he's just gone like to cyberspace with what he was like capable of. You know what I mean? Because he's also a busy dad of like many kids and they've got a little bubba and stuff. So he was already busy, but all of a sudden he's gone next level with, okay, I'm going to go here, here and here. So it's been awesome to catch up with him.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to his podcast. That will be a good listen.
Well, he's actually going to join us again at some stage about everything, which I'm really excited about too, because he's just got so much to say. And now that, he's feeling confident to say it, like, look out, world. So cool.
Yeah. Cool.
You've done the work to survive. Now it's time to heal and lead. Healing Her Within is your space to break cycles, reclaim your voice, and rise in your power. Through tools like breathwork, inner child healing, energy work, and mindset shifts, we help you unlock the woman you were always meant to be. Listen and subscribe on the Jazzcast Pros Network right here on the platform that you're listening to, because your healing isn't optional. It's your next level.
Check out Declutter Empress Radio, the podcast to help you organize and declutter your space with short, actionable tips.
I'm going to give you practical tips on how to keep shared spaces decluttered and set boundaries from the start, with a little help from a seasoned college graduate. This is the perfect listen as housing decisions ramp up for the college school year. Plus, we'll get into how to navigate the mix of personalities in this living situation.
Subscribe to Declutter Empress Radio on the Jazzcast Pros Network. New episodes every last Tuesday of the month.
Okay, well, that was our revisit episode. They're all kicking goals. It's wonderful. Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, super proud of them. So we're back to another healing, which is cool.
So tune in next fortnight.
And 2 of those people that we just spoke with are joining us in the immersion, aren't they?
Yes.
So we will drop that link in the show notes.
Yep.
And of course, as always, drink magic mud.
Yeah, be magic. Drink the mud. That's it. Drink with your heart.
We love it so much.
Yeah. Check out the show notes for all the appropriate links, and I think we'll just catch you guys next fortnight.
Yeah. Have an awesome week.
Yeah. Thanks, Amanda.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the latest episode of The Spiritual Shortcut.
We'll be back on the first and third Sunday of each month to unpack, demystify, and occasionally make fun of all things spiritual.
Starting with ourselves.
Of course.
Don't forget, those life blocks you've been tripping over are just poorly disguised stepping stones.
We'll support you to laugh, leap, and maybe even do a little victory dance over them. See you soon.